A popular voice, big personality, gone just like that. Today we're talking about DJ Warras, not just a radio guy you heard joking on air, but the man who found himself in the middle of JHB's dark underworld of hijacked buildings, illegal deals, powerful gangs, and then suddenly death. And the craziest part, these were jokes, tweets, and warnings before it happened, almost like he spoke it into existence. DJ Warras was not just a media personality, he was a hustler, businessman, a guy who believed in making things happen. One of the big things he was involved in was a security company. In Joburg, a security company is not a small thing. You're dealing with dangerous spaces, dangerous people, and serious money. From what many people online are saying, his company was involved with cleaning up hijacked buildings in Johannesburg CBD, moving out illegal occupants including foreign nationals and trying to bring those buildings back under proper control. That kind of work sounds noble on paper, but in real streets, you're walking straight into other people's money, power and control. Because those hijacked buildings are not just dirty old flats. For years, people have been talking about how some of them are allegedly controlled by criminal groups and so-called gangs. On social media, people keep mentioning a group they call Boko Haram in Joburg, and it's also based in Pretoria. Not the one from Nigeria, but a local gang that many say is involved in controlling some hijacked buildings. In those same online streets, one name keeps popping up. You guys know Vusiket Madlala. Now, to be clear, a lot of this is still allegations and rumors from the timeline, not confirmed facts in court of law, but this is the world DJ Warras' name started to appear in. Hijacked buildings, powerful figures, and questions about who really runs inner cities. As clips and posts started to circulate, some people claim DJ Warras was calling out illegal activities linked to Vusiket Madlala. Around end of November, there was a tweet. This is now haunting a lot of people. A page called Briefly SA Media News shared post that made it look like DJ Warras was calling out Vusiket out for illegal things. Under that post, DJ Warras replied jokingly, "I thought we friends." He joked and said, "Are you trying to get me killed?" It sounded like just another Twitter joke at the time. South Africans are used to dark humor. We laugh about everything. In the comments under that post, people even played along with the dark jokes. Some said RIP DJ Warras as a joke, as if death is something to meme about. Others laughed at the idea that calling out certain people could get you killed. And even DJ Warras himself joined in the banter. He replied to one user saying he will hide at their house. And jokingly, he even said he hopes to see Christmas. Imagine that. A man making jokes about hiding from danger, about hoping to live to see Christmas, and then just days later, he is gone before Christmas arrives. Those comments that felt like jokes on a random X day suddenly looked like final moments for DJ Warras. When news broke that DJ Warras had passed away, the internet switched instantly from meme mode to investigating mode. People started connecting dots. People started going back to his old tweets, screenshots, and interviews. That November tweet about, "Are you trying to get me killed?" responding to Briefly SA started trending again. People began connecting dots. His involvement in removing illegal foreigners and people from hijacked buildings, his security company, the alleged control of hijacked buildings by gangs, many links to Vusiket, and his fear-flavored jokes about being killed. Whether those jokes were true or not, we still don't know. But the timeline already built its own story, its own theory, its own villains. Now, some users went as far as accusing Vusiket and this so-called Boko Haram gang directly, saying they must have had hand in what happened to DJ Warras. Others warned that we must be careful because allegations on social media are not same as proof. But in South Africa, we know the pattern too well. People speak about crime, speak about corruption, speak about powerful men in shadows, and then suddenly they are silenced. So even without confirmed details, the suspicion felt familiar. Many asked, did his work in the CBD, his security company, his comments online put target on his back? Now, what makes this story even more chilling is how jokes turned into reality. One moment, DJ Warras was laughing online about hiding in someone's house because they might kill him, saying he hopes to see Christmas. The next moment, people are saying, "Rest in peace for real." That line between banter and prophecy disappeared. It forced us to ask, how many times do we speak death and danger upon ourselves like it's a joke? Not knowing that life can flip any day. Those throwaway lines, you're gonna get killed. They're gonna come for you. RIP in advance. We type them so easily, but for DJ Warriors, jokes turned into reality and signs were already there but were ignored and turned into dark humor. At the same time, we cannot ignore the hard reality of the work he was doing. Removing people from hijacked buildings is not like evicting a noisy tenant in the suburbs. You are dealing with a desperate people, illegal tenants, survival economies, and behind them, real beneficiaries, people making serious money from those stolen buildings, illegal electricity connections, and overcrowded flats. When someone comes in with uniform security and orders to clear out, they are not just fighting poverty, they are stepping on business toes. If his security company played a key role in these operations, then he was operated directly in a war zone. Most of us see it from a distance, but it's a very dangerous one. So now the nation sits with more questions than answers. Was DJ Warriors targeted because of his work in the CBD? Did his public comments and that viral tweet make him more of a target? Building conspiracy theories and pinning every tragedy on the loudest villain on the moment is what mostly South African does. In the end, DJ Warrior's story is about more than just one man. It's about dangerous it can be to challenge certain systems in South Africa. It's always been the case. It's about how inner city is not just buildings and streets, but battlefield run by people who we always don't see. It's about how a security company is a dangerous business in this country.
At Warwick Stock, DJ Warriors was brutally murdered in the Johannesburg CBD in South Africa yesterday. I've been trying to process since the news came out. I was contacted by a few people that were very close to Warriors and close to myself. And yesterday was just a weird day for me. I haven't accepted what's happened. I think what happens with death all the time is it's unreal. And there's obviously the 5 stages of grief. One of them being denial. I wasn't with him when he was murdered. I'd spoken to Warriors maybe a few days ago. So it feels like, no man, I'm sure he'll drop a text and I'll see him like next week. Many people are speculating, of course, around why he was murdered. One of the reasons being that he runs a private security company and he'd done a lot of great work. Security at stadiums, security at events, security at clubs, private security for individuals, high-profile individuals in the country, and that he was involved in security work, specifically in the Johannesburg CBD, and part of the work may have included the eviction of people, tenants that were not meant to be there because the buildings were hijacked. He'd sit with me on Convo podcast, speaking about some of this work and, you know, the cleaning up of the buildings and the fact that, you know, Johannesburg and many cities in South Africa have been taken over. They are badly run, from plumbing to sewage, infrastructure, potholes. He was tweeting recently, I think, to Herman Mashaba about infrastructure, potholes. I think he even tweeted to Dada Morero, the mayor of Johannesburg, who responded about fixing traffic lights and the like. Some people are speculating that it's because he was outspoken, not just about some of those issues, but about corrupt politicians, about the marriage, which we've been dealing with the whole year, the marriage between real thugs, real criminals, real murderers, the marriage between them and politicians and the police. You know, General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi opened a can of worms is an understatement. And with the Madlanga Commission, the ad hoc committee, your Katie Mulife, your Ket Matlala and others, there are many speculations around those things. It's heartbreaking. There's CCTV footage. There's stories of a man with dreadlocks and other people. I hope there will be justice. We hope it doesn't become another AKA case where Kenan Forbes and Tibbs were murdered in Durban, Florida Road. But I'm still trying to process. Wallace loved South Africa. The guy was a deep, passionate patriot. He was non-racial. He got along with people from all races. He loved his mother. He loved his family. He loved where he came from, KwaPanya, in Vryheid in northern KwaZulu-Natal. He was so energetic, a phenomenal celebrity, an incredible man. But in everything I keep thinking about, I can't stop thinking about his kids. Wallace loved his children. Wallace absolutely adored his children. I'm just making this video, man. I don't know. I think I'm still processing, and I'm still going to be reading a lot of the articles and the tweets and watching the video clips and the interviews, and I can't stop thinking about his kids and his family. Of course his friends, his kids, bro. It really feels like it's not worth it in this country. Trying to do good. Trying to put your hand up where government, the police and others are failing. It looks like you're signing a death warrant. That's what it feels like. I don't know anymore. Rest in peace, Wallace, bro. I fucking loved you so much.